Hey y'all, kind of an update on the 82, the no budget 82 four-wheel drive Toyota SR5, that guy. Seems like forever since I posted. It's been like a week and a half. Had a wedding out of town to go to last weekend, took my daughter on a road trip, that was fun. And had a lot of laughs, pretty wedding, beautiful ceremony. Got to see some old family and it's good stuff. But here it is Wednesday, and I haven't hardly tinkered at all. I did manage to work on the rust a little bit in the bed of the no budget 82 project. And then today I don't know what I'll get done today, we'll see. I'd mentioned before, that's one of the 33s that was on here just for rollers. Got those on the front. The one old 35 that's probably 30 years old on the back. And let's see, that little dinky spare over here. And I robbed these 33s off of my trailer so I could get this thing out of the barn. And I was gonna put these on the trailer. It's a 5-lug Jeep axle, but it's got these 6-lug adapters on there. But kind of last minute, I managed to do something a little different. So I'm going to be able to put these back on the trailer today and show you what I got. These just came in from FedEx. 35 1250 15s, brand new. Pretty appropriate size for what I'm going after with that truck. And I got a good price on these. Of course I still have to take them and have them mounted and balanced, but I couldn't pass up the price. They'll suit the purpose. And I've still got a full set of these. I'm gonna wash up, polish up, and that's what they're gonna go on. Let's see here. There's two. There's three. And of course, there's number 4. This is identical size. Very similar pattern, but identical size. So that's about how they're gonna fit on those rims. That's gonna look pretty good. I've been attacking the worst of this rust with some muriatic acid. I've got some Skyco coming. That should really help reform what I can't get off. The nastiest stuff. Doesn't look like it here so much, but it's actually cleaning up pretty good. And then I gotta straighten out the bed. That leans that way a little bit. The floor right there, it sags a little bit. Same on that side, sags a little bit. That's kicked out a little bit. Been sitting for years, but back when I was playing with it all the time, I had jumped it, 10, 12, 15 feet off the ground a few times, and it came down so hard it screwed the bed up, collapsed some body mounts at one point. That's a pretty good gap, but shoved the shock stems through the sheet metal. That's a lot of flexing coming down on those hard landings. She's retired from that. And of course, in the midst of my morning, I was supposed to go to the dentist and fired the Jeep up to 5 cylinders, had one dead one. So I just finished pulling the coil pack and putting new plugs in it, and she runs good again. It's always something, isn't it? Got that cross member on jack stands. floor jack so I can manipulate the axle. I'm getting ready to take this guy off. Well, that's out. Time to get to cutting. Yeah, I got the first little bit off. I get this cleaned up a little bit. Well, I got those roughed in. Let's see how it fits. Mocked up. I'm real happy with this. It's going in nice and smooth. And it's a lower profile, and I managed to move the axle forward about 3/4 of an inch. It looks just about right. It was rearward a little too much. Time to stitch it on, at least in part. Some of it I got to get from the inside, and I'll wrap that up when I yank the engine out and I can sit down there in the engine bay. Well, got the front done. Still gonna do plug weld in there, plug weld in there, and on the back side here in these weird areas, this is getting trimmed and that's getting plated. And then of course, there's still gonna be legs coming off the back. But I'll have to do that after I get the engine out. I think it'll be easier because it's kind of gonna go on the inside of the frame rails. But there she is for now. Looking good. Well, most of that was earlier this week. It is now Friday, and I did manage to get a little bit done this week. It is only Friday and I've got the weekend coming, but Maybe this weekend I'll get those plug welds in there like I was talking about and get this cleaned up and plated on the back and come up with a template for the legs or arms, whatever you want to call them. The bracketry is going to come off the back for support up in here, both sides. And also, my Skyco came today, my rust reformer. I will probably get to work on this bed pretty serious this weekend. So that, isn't it beautiful? That is going to be it for this one. If you like what's going on with this whole thing and you want to keep following along, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. We'll have more for you in a few days. I want more for me in a few days. I want to get this thing going. So, peace.